Welcome into the Napa Auto Parts post-game show. The Miners victorious tonight by a final score of 5-3. I'm Kevin Peel alongside the skipper, Ben Taylor. How you feeling tonight, Skip?
It's a good win. It was good to get back on the horse after a tough loss last night, and big pitching performance out of Zach. And the guys swung the bat good. It was a fun night to be a Matsu Miner.
Yeah, it was a little unfortunate for Zach because that was the one hit that defined really his night. He had a no-hitter going until that, was really rolling, had 10 strikeouts tonight, was doing all the things. Kyle Watson able to get good bat to the ball, though, in one swing and brought 2 runs.
Watson's a good player, man, and he did something the other night I really respect. When we were playing here, it's the end of the summer and whatever, and Kyle ran a really, really hard 90, and he's a good player. He's a real tough competitor. I got a lot of respect for that kid. And Zach, Zach was Zach. Zach gave us a great start.
And
I got my Tennessee shirt on tonight too. So
there you go. Maybe good luck during
front running big time tonight.
And also your offense, really a good night tonight. Good bounce back night for them. Able to get 2 runs in the third and
Messervy's good, man. I don't know. What have we seen him like 3 times? And I think he beat us twice, maybe. I think he might have beat us twice. This is the 4th time we've seen him. He's tough, and there's some things in play. We wanted to, I played 7 left-handed hitters tonight, and we want to, because, get them ready maybe for the postseason if they throw a left-handed pitcher at us or something like that. We got to get these guys, kind of. So it was good. It was a good night.
And also probably good for you, too, for your bullpen to get some work in, go in order with the guys that you want to throw out there later on.
Yeah, you always want to – baseball's such a routine game, being in routine, and that's why we're still hitting on the field every day and doing our thing. And it was nice today. It would have been nice to win 5-0 or something like that. But it was nice to be in a position where the 7, 8, 9 guys threw in a, 2-run, 3-run lead in this kind of deal where we would want to use them, And so that was a routine, staying in routine thing. And that was good for us. It was good for us as a team and good for us for the back end of the bullpen. So it was good.
And so you guys improved to now 8-4 against the Pilots this season. Had to be another good win for you, just like Monday night was. This was, as we've mentioned many times, a very hotly contested, close series, 6 one-run games. But you guys get another 2-run game that really was closer on the scoreboard than probably it should have been tonight. But
I don't know. The Pilots can really hit. They really compete, and I got some guys that are pretty good players. So every night's Friday. It can be Friday night in the ABL. So it was just a good night to be a Matsu Miner.
And so the last home game, at least for the regular season tomorrow night, you guys will
No, buddy. We got 3 more home games.
Oh, yeah, for the regular season.
Yeah, I know. With 3 more home games.
Focusing on those 3 more, and that's the good thing there. So any final thoughts before you guys play the Pilots one more time tomorrow?
Yeah, go Miners.
There you go.
Thanks, buddy.
Skip. The skipper, Ben Taylor, here with me on the post-game show. Stay tuned. Kyle Howard will be with the player of the game. You're listening to the Miners Baseball on the Miners Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Postgame Show, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Kyle Howard joined with the player of the game, Tyler Wolf. Second consecutive night for you. Congratulations to get back up on the booth tonight. 2 nights in a row for you. Swinging the bat very well now, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling? How are you feeling at the plate now? Another 2 hits for you tonight. Another RBI base hit for you. You seem to be seeing things very well at the plate.
Yeah, I've been seeing it well, hitting it hard the last couple of weeks. Just hadn't really been falling. Now they're starting to fall. That's baseball for you.
And you have a tough job over at shortstop. You get a tough spot over there to be playing out in the hole and making some tough plays regardless. But tonight, probably an easier night for you because you had the pitcher and Warren tonight really dealing out there. 11 strikeouts tonight for him. Fantastic performance on the hill. Talk about his performance out there and how it made it a little bit easier on you tonight.
Yeah, he was unbelievable tonight. He was hitting spots. Started off the first batter of the game, 3-pitch strikeout, a couple innings. I think he had 2 innings where he struck out the side. Makes our job pretty easy.
And you guys get the win again over the Glacier Pilots, who had given you a little bit of trouble at home this year, and now you get their 8th win over the season on them. How does that feel to be able to now claim 8 games on them and a team that's played you pretty tough this year?
Feels great. They're definitely a good ball club. They've played us really well all year. So to go out and get a W against that team feels pretty good.
And you guys bounced back after last night. You get the game-tying hit yourself last night, and then unfortunately things didn't go your way in the 9th inning. But you guys get back on track with the win tonight. How are you guys feeling as a team tonight going forward, again with the same Glacier Pilots team again tomorrow?
Definitely feeling really good. We got Kyle Simons on the mound tomorrow, so feel really good about that. And 3 games left, finish out the year, and then come back here.
And then those last 3 games, what is your mindset as a team going forward as far as what are you trying to accomplish before the season's over as far as confidence goes and as far as winning some ball games? What's your team focus going forward?
Just keep winning.
Just keep winning?
Just keep winning, try to stay on a roll. That's our main focus.
Perfect. Thank you, Tyler Wolf, for sitting down with us again. Player of the game 2 nights in a row. Fabulous shortstop for this Miners team. Another good night at the plate for him as well. So thank you for joining us tonight, Tyler.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Tyler Wolf, the player of the game again. You're listening to Matsu Miners Baseballs. We'll come back in a moment with more of the post-game show right here on your Matsu Miners Radio Network.
Welcome back into the Napa Auto Parts post-game show right here on the Miners Radio Network. I'm Kevin Peel, joined beside me by my partner Kyle Howard. Miners win again today. They win 5-3, improved to 32-10 on the season, also 29-9 in conference play. With this win tonight, it was one that was a hard-fought victory. They were able to really lock down the Pilots on the pitching side of things for the Miners. Really had a great performance tonight from Zach Warren. Can't probably speak enough about how well he pitched tonight.
You really can. 10 strikeouts for him again tonight. Puts him in front of Joe Fernandez now as the league leader in strikeouts. It's been a back-and-forth battle for this Miners pitching staff trying to take over the top spot. Joe Fernandez sticking in things as well for the Gold Painters. But now Zach Warren is your league leader in strikeouts now, and he gets 10 tonight and does a fantastic job and really keeps this Pilots team in check for most of the night. One really bad break in his part, and that ball arguably could have been caught. It was a tough read in center field by Caruso. The ball kind of took a bad angle on him. As playing center field is tough to see the ball coming right at you sometimes. He started in on the ball at least, and then realized it was going to be over his head. Had to track that one down, which would plate 2 runs at a time. Had that triple not happen, had he made the catch out there, who knows? He might have had a shutout tonight. As Kyle Watson would come around to score after those 2 runs to score. So those are the 3 runs that the Pilots have scored tonight. So really, one bad break tonight for Zach Warren. Aside from that, the Miners were flawless.
Yeah, they played really well tonight. And also, another thing that the skipper was happy with to get those pitchers into that routine, the Trent Thompson 7th inning, Corbin Martin in the 8th, Brick Pasquitz in the 9th, all doing a fantastic job. Just one inherited base runner in that entire stretch of things. Just a walk by Paskowitz in the 9th, but that was all she wrote. The bullpen came in replacing Warren and did a fantastic job locking down the Pilots.
They did. That's exactly what you want to see at this stage of the game. They've been good all year long, though, so let's not just talk about now. They've been fantastic all year long, and you've seen Caleb McCann mature. Last night, a little bit of a rough night for him, but aside from that, he's been perfect throughout the year. Has had a rough start to begin the year, but has really patched it up since then. You've got Trent Thompson's been good all season long, and now Corbin Martin, of course, still without an earned run this year. So when you have lockdown relievers late in the game, it's really encouraging to have as a manager to be able to say, well, if my starter can't go the extra inning, I have these guys to rely on. That's what the Miners really have this year. And it's been something special as far as how to keep the games late in the game. The Miners winning another 2-run game tonight. A close one with the Pilots. What should you expect anything else from that? But, the Miners hang on tonight and get the win. And a lot to think with the relief pitching of the Miners tonight after a great start by Warren.
And so also the Miners offense got going as well. Tyler Wolf was the player of the game last night, but this time he had a lot of help from his teammates. They're able to put across 5 runs, 2 in the 3rd and 3 in the 4th to lead that offense. When you look at it, though, got to give Brett Brown a lot of credit, too, coming out of the pen for the Pilots. He was really solid, pitched his longest outing of the year still, was south of 45 pitches for the night, though. So extremely efficient in those 4 innings, and looked like he was a guy that could go a lot longer if he needed to.
And Brett Brown looked like he could have easily started the game tonight. He worked 4 innings and was flawless in his time out there. And Brown really came into a situation that was bad at the time. It was a 5-0 ball game, or 5-0 at the ball game at the time he came in at least. And then 3 runs were spotted for them. Kept it a close game at that point. And who knows, at that point, with Brett Brown pitching as well as he could, gave the Pilots a chance to come back in the game. They were unable to do that offensively, but he kept the game right where it was and gave the Pilots a chance. And that's all you can ask for in a relief pitcher. That's what the Miners relievers have been doing all season long as well. So Brett Brown keeping his name up there as one of the best relievers in the league tonight as he keeps the Miners in check tonight.
And so tomorrow, the last meeting between these two teams for the season, the Anchorage Glacier Pilots will travel here once again to take on the Miners. The final game of this 6-game homestand for the Miners travel to Kenai, the peninsula, about 4 hours south of here, to take on the Oilers. But before then, they'll take on the Pilots tomorrow. Any final thoughts on that, Kyle?
Well, I know the Miners, whether this counts in the standings or not, it's going to count in the win column at least. The Miners want to add to the win column and beat this Glacier Pilots team again. This is a team that's given them a lot of trouble at home this year, and I'm sure they'd like to get another one over them as they go into the season series ender, or the regular season ender at Kenai, and certainly want it for confidence purposes as well to be able to know that they can win at home, which is going to be huge next week when the Bucks come in. And again, we've talked about the Anchorage teams giving the Miners trouble overall. The Bucks, one of the Anchorage teams coming in here next week, the Bucks beating the Miners last night at home, so the Miners would certainly like to have the confidence that they can beat an Anchorage team at home. They've been doing it recently, so they like to continue that stretch tomorrow with the Glacier Pilots and finish off strong at 9-4 overall on the team.
And who knows, maybe this could be that win that started that last final push towards an ABL championship for the Miners. Still some games to go here, at least 5 on the docket for them the rest of the way, but we will see in due time when and if they're able to put it all together here and bring home an ABL championship for the first time since 2010. Once again, tomorrow's last regular season home game will be between the Pilots and the Miners here at Herman Brothers Field. 6 p.m. will be the first pitch with a 5:45 pregame show, the Napa Auto Parts pregame show. Just letting you know as well, those final times are down for the top of the World Series. Monday's Game 1 will be August 3rd at 6 p.m. right here in Palmer. Game 2 will be August 4th at 3 p.m. and followed immediately after by a Game 3, all those 9 innings just in case. That is the top of the World Series. All those games will be played here in Palmer. If you cannot make it out to the game, you can listen right here, as always, to every single game on the Miners Radio Network. I'm Kevin Peel alongside my partner Kyle Howard. Until tomorrow, it's a happy day in Palmer as the Miners walk off with the win on Matsu Farm Bureau Day. Not literally walk off, but they go home with the victory 5-3 today, as the win going to Zach Warren. His 5th of the season, improves his record to 5-1. The loss, Nick Meservy, falls to 2-3. And the save, Brick Paskowitz, his 13th of the season. Until tomorrow night, have a good night, everybody.